night is lazy, it hums a tune. Stars are winking to the silver moon. A shadow dances where the lamplight bends. The street's a melody that never ends.
I got you there, didn't I? I hope you enjoyed that little Easter egg. If you missed it, you can go back, rewind, and watch the intro over again, and you'll see it. Just a little something to make this video special. And it is special. It's for Frank Sinatra, Songs for Swingin Lovers, one of my favorite Sinatra albums. You might be wondering, why is this video so late? Well, the reason is because I relied on Blue Note initially to get me the record. I ordered it on announcement day. I was like, maybe it'll sell out. I want to make sure I get one. I'm going to order it from Blue Note. And just like last time, they fumbled the delivery. The delivery was ridiculous. FedEx had it crisscrossing the country, changing the arrival date by a week, coming to Florida, like coming close to me, and then going back out to Texas and all over the place. What a waste of money. What a waste of energy. So finally, I threw up my hands and I was like, I'm getting this from Amazon. I don't care. I'll have 2 copies. So I went on Amazon. There it was, $38. I ordered it, free shipping, and I had it the next day. And wouldn't you know it, the Blue Note arrives out of the blue a week earlier than they finally promised. So it was a little frustrating. I've spent a couple of days with it now, and I'm going to tell you what I think about this. So if you guys remember, I did cover the initial Sinatra Tone Poet in the wee small hours. I loved it. I described what I heard. I compared it to the UME pressing. I've now heard an early pressing as well. And one of the things that I mentioned in that video is the plane that Frank is on in comparison. So on the UME, he feels a little bit back. On the Tone Poet, a little forward. Not a problem, just something that I noticed. Although some people seem to have a little bit of a problem with it. I thought it's still within the bounds of good taste. The trade-off in resolution and clarity was worth it. I do like the integrated approach that you hear on the original, but I wouldn't want to be without the Tone Poet either. To me, all the copies are essential. I do like the UME edition too of that record. But, I couldn't wait to hear what they did with this one, but I was a little bit concerned that with such a lively, kickin', upfront sort of recording, that if they go a little too close or a little too hot with Sinatra, it's going to ruin the presentation. Fortunately, that was not the case. Yes, there are differences between the UME and the Tone Poet, but it's a matter of yin and yang. It's like not something that's like, oh, this is going into the sale pile. It's not. I think both editions offer something. The UME has a more integrated approach. There's no question about it. You hear Frank back into the mix with the orchestra in a more integrated way on the UME edition. And it's very beautiful. It sounds good. It doesn't have the vibrancy, clarity, and life and resolution of the Tone Poet, though. The Tone Poet brings Frank out a bit more, but it's well within the bounds of good taste. It sounds wonderful. He is just firing on all cylinders here, just so swept up in the excitement and the movement of these songs. It's wonderful, one after another, all top quality titles. It's infectious, really. When you hear the Tone Poet, you're going to fall in love. To me, the voice was really the star of the show, of course. There is much more to hear there. Yeah, it's a little bit more forward, but you hear more dimension, you hear more nuance, you hear more body. Everything is super clear because of these sources they have, the phonoreels, untouched, and it sounds like it. It sounds like they've never been touched. What really stands out, though, on the tone poet of Songs for Swingin' Lovers is the arrangements. Nelson Riddle really sculpted the most beautiful arrangements to surround him, never competing with his voice, just orchestrated around him in the most beautiful way. And oh my God, there are things in those arrangements that just tickle your ear. I mean, it just happens over and over. You're like, oh my God, what a genius. Nelson Riddle is a genius. And these arrangements really sound so good and so much more clear and vibrant than they do on the UME. That was the biggest surprise. You know, the song selection is so good, so good. There's not a weak track on here. I love how it goes from You Make Me Feel So Young, just swinging out of the gate with energy. It Happened in Monterey, a little bit more of a slower tempo. Beautiful, beautiful. You're Getting to Be a Habit with Me. You Brought a New Kind of Love to Me. Too Marvelous for Words. Old Devil Moon. Pennies from Heaven. Gosh. Love Is Here to Stay. I've Got You Under My Skin. I Thought About You. We'll Be Together Again. Making Whoopee. Swinging Down the Lane. Anything Goes. And How About You? I mean, there's not a weak track on this. Look at the inside of this. I love that photo. He is in command here. Yeah, this is just classic stuff. Kevin Gray, God bless him. He did a beautiful job on this. Thank God that this came out so well. Owners of the UME, you have a fabulous version too. It's more traditional in a way. As I said, Frank's more integrated with the sound. It sounds like the record has always sounded. This is a hi-fi, high-resolution kind of sound. And it really, really works for this particular record. I was very, very pleased with it. I'm so glad I got it. Now I have a backup too, so maybe I'll keep that backup because I'm pretty impressed with this. I think you will be too. Let me know what you think about Frank Sinatra, Songs for Swingin' Lovers, a classic of the photograph. Until next time, I'm Scott for The Pressing Matters. Have a great day.